Hey, welcome back to Auto Transport Intel. I'm Jay. It's noon Central Time. That means it's time for Cars on the Move. We're live every Friday. We're connecting dealers, auctions, and carriers. And when I say we, I mean me and Ty. So we're going to go live with Ty. He's at, please do say hello in the live chat. Go ahead and jump in the live chat and say hello. Okay, so
Where
we
you
got
been, Mike?
chaos here. We've
Oh man,
got, all right, so Ty, where are you?
I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma at Z66 Auto Auction live.
Okay. All right. So tell us more about. Okay, we're so Z66 Auto Auction. This is an independent auto auction in Tulsa, right?
Yeah,
All right.
Z66 Independent Auto Auction. I don't know if you can hear the background noise, but this is an auction that believes in having people come and look at cars.
Which we know you're a big fan of. You're a big fan of cars running through the lanes, people being there, right?
Yeah, right. So what I'll do is I'll take you through the auction live, and it'll be really really loud.
Okay.
Okay.
Before we do that, because
Yeah.
okay. So tell us more about. So you're inside and you're having a hard time. It's loud, right? It's
It's
loud.
loud. Yeah,
Okay.
real loud.
So there's an auction. What is
I'll
happening?
scoot away
All right.
just a little bit.
All right. Go ahead.
See if I can
So
tone
you're
it down a little.
kind of in the office area. Well, if you want to walk past it and show us, let's do it.
No, we can go out here. I got some secret hiding spots.
Okay. Right. You're very familiar with this location, right? And that's another thing. I hope I don't lose you.
Yeah.
We hope we don't lose you.
Hey, Greg. Can't do shakes. So this is Greg. Hey, Greg. Just a man right there.
Right
Greg's
on.
a big wholesaler here at this auction.
Awesome.
Huge.
Yeah. See, I hope we don't lose you, but we're gonna try. If you venture too far from the Wi-Fi, we might lose you. And so yeah, so
Yeah.
you're okay. No, you're back.
Sorry.
Okay, cool. Now you're back.
I can't use the Wi-Fi fast. So we'll just hang out in here. Can you hear me?
I hear ya.
Okay.
And so you're okay. Yeah. So I can in the background I can hear the auctioneer.
Oh yeah. You want to get real loud? Okay, let's try it. See if we can make it through. Okay, ready?
Man, I love it. Thank you. This is awesome.
Let me see if I can turn the camera on. Okay, well, here we go. Ready?
Ready.
Hear me?
Yeah. Those are the vehicles coming in.
Following?
You're breaking up a little bit. Maybe go back inside the building.
Hey,
But
Doug.
you're okay. Keep going. You're okay. So there we got the vehicles going into the lanes, right? Hey, what's up, Jay Wilson? Oh, here we go. He's back. He's unfrozen. So he's freezing up a little bit. It's the Wi-Fi connection, and he's walking around. There's a lot going on, but this is. I mean, we're live at Z66 Auto Auction in Tulsa during the sale.
Okay.
Now
That
he's
was a
back
little
in the.
loud.
And you know what? It was loud. It was also very. We did a lot of
Wi-Fi.
we did a lot of freezing, but we got a few images, and it's cool because it's and hopefully you can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so we did last week where you were standing in the lane, you were describing auctioneer, title clerk, dealer, the running lane, and there it is. You just showed it live at Z66. Now, obviously, this is no big revelation. It's not like this isn't the first time we're seeing an auto auction. But what we're trying to impress upon, what is the purpose? What are we trying to say?
Oh, I can tell you what we're trying to say. Before I came here, hold on, I'm going to get out here. It might be a little more quiet. Oh,
Okay.
hey, buddy.
But don't get too far away from the Wi-Fi. So we're losing you again. You got to go. You might have to go back inside. You're breaking up.
No?
Okay, yeah, you're okay. Stay right there. Yeah. Yeah.
No.
You're better. Better. Medium. You're getting colder. This is hard. Because if you get too far from the Wi-Fi, we lose you.
It is hard. It's killing me.
This is hard. I know. So you have to stay in the building.
And I can't hear you.
I know. So,
yeah, I guess so.
Okay, you talk.
Sit like this. How's that?
That's a little better. Yeah, it should catch up. Let's see if it catches up.
Audio.
Yeah.
Audio.
We're okay. So Ty, what are you doing live at the auction?
Demonstrating several things. One is that dealers like to come to auctions physically. Follow that?
Yeah.
Dealers I don't know if you saw, but there's a lot of dealers out there. And there's like almost 1,000 cars. 1,000. You hear that?
And you're seeing the ecosystem.
You're seeing the ecosystem. So cars come to the auction and dealers come and buy them, and then they need somebody to take them back to the lot, right? Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so all the dealers, I've been here for a while now, and I've talked to all of my old buddies, right? You know what my old buddies say?
What do they say?
They say they go to auctions that are open. So get this. This is crazy. I was just at another auction down the street. Tulsa has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 auctions in Tulsa.
Wow.
That's a lot, right?
That is a lot.
So I swung by Odessa and visited with some people over there. They don't have hardly any cars and nobody's there. It's like a ghost town.
Wow.
Because you can only buy online, right?
Right.
So rather than rag on Odessa and Mannheim because they don't open, we're carriers and we're going to try to explain how do you get cars, right?
And how do you build relationships if there's nobody there?
Relationships, exactly. So that's where we're going to have to start relying on load boards.
Well, you know what? And it's almost, I've been thinking about this. It's almost like I know this is going to be crazy, but it's almost like we need another app. We don't need another app, but we need technology to replicate human interaction, which is this is what the virtual events are actually trying to figure out right now. Virtual events are trying to figure out how to connect human beings as if they were actually next to each other. And it's not an easy solution.
It's not working out too well, is it?
No, I mean, because I go to a virtual event and I'll watch a video, but then I'll connect outside of the virtual event.
Yeah, which is still a bit of a challenge, right?
Well, it is. Yeah, I mean, I have to say, I was in that panel discussion. What did you think of this? Whereas if we're at a trade show or at an auction, I can just tap you on the shoulder. Hey, and you know what? We're all trying to figure this out. Kids in the classroom. How do kids in the classroom pass notes now in a virtual classroom? Somebody's going to figure this out. There's going to be, I don't know, maybe it'll be through the phone. I don't know. How do you build relationships when you can't stand next to anybody?
Exactly. So what I'm thinking is that we're going to have to use technology. So one of the things can you guys hear me at all?
Yeah, you're good.
One of the things that we'll have to do is we'll have to use the technology to meet the dealer. So what I'm saying is if you're going to use a load board, go ahead and use a load board. But when you get to where you're going, now's a great time to introduce yourself, which is what we've said for for a long time, and guys do it, but they don't do it trying to build a lane. Remember?
Oh
Guys
yeah,
drop cards off where they don't live or never going to come back to.
right. No,
the guy calls them when they're 6 states away.
It's a really good point. Well, again, and this gets into, it's interesting. We don't want to be tracked, right? Nobody wants to be like GPSed all the time. But right, as a privacy thing. But for a carrier, if people know where you are and when you're there and what you're doing, maybe not you, but your equipment, then you have a better chance of interacting in a timely fashion. But technology's the only way to figure out some of these new problems. I don't know how else you do it.
Hey, Kelly.
Yeah,
what
FNS.
Are you doing?
FNS, you're right. With the it would have to be with your cell phone. Thanks, FNS. I guess.
This will be good. Hang on. This will be good. What?
Or your Apple Watch, or your Alexa Apple Watch.
This is my buddy Jay.
Who?
Jay.
Jay who?
Jay Wurzberger. He's got a YouTube show. Car haulers talking about dealers.
Yeah.
What have you been doing? Selling anything?
He left. It's really hard. I know. It's really hard. It's a strange thing. Oh, I'm live right now? Okay, bye. And you know what? In the here's what's interesting. In the new world of technology and stuff, I don't think we'll have the same reaction to, oh, I'm live right now? Yeah, I'm live on like 6 videos right now. Right? We're literally in a phase of humanity where in the future, it's kind of like, hey, do you ever notice how people look in like Wild West photos? They don't even know they're on camera.
Right.
Have you seen that? Like it's, like you see like, Billy the Kid would be like, that's his photo. And now, when people know there's a camera on, you smile, you get ready to have your picture taken.
Oh, yeah.
And in the future, we're going to move into a next phase of humanity where we just assume we're live on something all the time. I don't want to freak anybody out, but this is how it's going to get into the next phase of building business relationships, even if you're not standing next to somebody. But for now, it's clear that people prefer
Hi. How are you?
the in-person experience.
Okay,
and
here's what I'm gonna do.
Not being on camera. Yeah.
You keep talking. I'm going to try to go back out and see how bad it gets. But
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff I really want to talk about. I just can't talk. It's too loud.
It's the auto auction. It's a loud ecosystem, and it's a place where business gets done. And thank you guys. Listen, thank you guys so much for tuning in on Cars on the Move. I know this is a challenging show because every day it's different. We're doing something different. We're trying something different and we have to because things have changed so much. Things are still changing. There's interesting news happening. So many new digital dealer solutions. In fact, I had a conversation this morning about how it's market. There's so many new marketing tools to market to the online car buyer, which leads into the touchless delivery, home delivery, pick up and deliver for service, test drives wherever you want them, and it's really obviously shaking up the dealership market. And those changes are filtering into the auto transport market. And where I've been talking to companies, where does auto shipping end and flatbed home delivery begin? And actually, some companies on the cutting edge are mixing the two, right? You have your over-the-road haulers deliver the car, and then the flatbed customer salesperson picks it up, and they're the ones that are actually going to see the customer at the other end. And there's now a lot of talk about driver recruitment and job opportunities in those spaces. Every company that delivers vehicles, nearly every company that delivers vehicles to the end consumer, is hiring and building a driver workforce to do those final mile deliveries. So Which actually, that's what Tuesday night's show is about. Dealer home delivery. Yeah, we're actually live right now. Now, Ty is frozen, so I'll go back to, I can show you. Here's Ty. Ty's frozen at the, see, and he keeps, when he freezes, the graphics go crazy. Here, I'll pull this stuff off the screen so that it, so it's not, yo, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Mic
I
check.
got off the Wi-Fi. We'll see if that works for a minute.
Yeah, sometimes that actually does work, being off the Wi-Fi, because when you're in the gray area of the Wi-Fi, is when sometimes you lose the connection. So yeah, so you're at Z66 Auto Auction in Tulsa. Hey, what's up, Carlos? Carlos is here from ACB Logistics. So, okay, so you said you had some things you wanted to say.
Yeah. So the reason I'm here today, there's a lot of guys that I know that come here, and I've been here early. They're here early. We've been talking. Where are you getting cars? What are you doing? How are you moving your trades? Everybody's keeping their trades. Nobody can find cars, and nobody likes it when the auction's closed. So I talked to somebody earlier today at a different auction, Odessa, right? Guess what? They don't like it either.
Right, the employees, people, right?
Yeah.
Allegedly.
They want the doors back open.
Yeah.
Well, they'll never say that on camera.
I know, and that's why I say we're protecting our friends, right? Because that we have to do that. I mean, there's things you can't say. Which isn't that such a bummer? You know, it's isn't it weird that we talk about transparency, you hear that word a lot, but you can't have real transparency all the time. When you do, you have total chaos.
I guess. But so back to the car hauler, right?
Right. Yeah, right.
So as a car hauler, you're trying to make money, you're trying to keep your trucks running, you're trying to keep drivers in the seats, you're trying to get more customers, pay bills, all that, right?
Yeah.
That's what you do as a carrier, car hauler. It's hard. It's not easy. So one of the things that we're trying to do, if you're a new guy, where you get customers, if you're a guy who's been in business for a while. Oops, sorry.
It's okay.
I had a phone call.
Okay.
Florida, probably one of the guys.
Right.
One of the gang members.
Right. One of the gang members. The coaching group.
Yeah. Which, by the way, that'll be a good one coming up. So anyway, back to hauling cars.
Yeah.
How do you get customers? How do you keep customers? What are you doing? We want to haul cars. We want to make money and drive our trucks, right?
That's right.
Things are changing. So all we're saying, I was thinking about how to me at least, I always feel like I'm kind of ragging on some other auctions.
What? In full disclosure, I think we keep losing time. Did you get another phone call?
Yeah, same number.
Same number. We actually, I gotta say, I had a phone call yesterday where I think that I sounded like I was ragging on. You know, keeping it real is hard because it sounds like we're ragging on people.
Yeah. Well, so
It's
where
hard.
I was going with that was, it's not. All we're trying to do is figure out. We're here to try to help the auction and the dealer. That's what carriers are for, right?
Right.
So if you're not going to take cars to auctions, okay, we get it. If you're going to sell them in the back lot, ACV, trade rev, whatever they got, all right, how do we get on board, right?
Exactly.
As a carrier, how do you know this?
How do you tap into the new business? Yes.
Yeah, so I've been doing it 20 years, and you're hearing me say, okay, guys, I think we're going to have to start using the load boards. Which ones? Backlot Cars, Central Dispatch, ACV, Ready Logistics, right? Those are the big ones that I always hear you talking about.
Well, and I know, and it's funny, and you never used to say that.
Yeah, I don't talk like that.
I know.
But, okay, so again, back to, are we ragging on, am I standing here in an auction that's live because I want to really rub it into Odessa and Mannheim's face? Probably. But the real point.
Probably.
You know,
oh my
probably.
Gosh. Honesty feels good, doesn't it? Wow.
Dude, it's an auction.
But
I mean,
here's the thing.
Okay, you're the guy,
we also
you're the guy
understand. We also understand. I mean, there's been a lot of changes. It's not like, right, man. Not every, like you just said, not everybody at the auction not everybody at those physical auctions that are going digital only wants to be on that program. And we also know there's a money component, right? And that's the problem.
That's the one I'm not talking about.
Exactly. And I'll tell you what, I watched a video about a guy talking about bankers yesterday morning, and he reminded me, like, yeah, the problem, one of the problems that we have is people that have a pretty good chunk of money, man, for them, that's just the beginning. And for everybody else, they don't get to tap into that chunk of money. Kind of brings us back to car haulers.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. You know, we've got this show. You talk about dealers, auctions, and carriers, dispatchers, brokers, OEMs. We talk about a lot, but if we really break it down, we've got dealers, auctions, and carriers. That really doesn't change, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah. So if I'm a carrier, whether I'm new, I mean, you know, I talked to Jake. I called Jake after the show Tuesday.
That's
I called
so
him
awesome.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I was talking to him. I'm like, man, I love having you on the show. It's awesome.
I know.
You know what Jake needs? He needs carriers.
Amazing.
You know? And okay, like, well, if I'm a carrier, how do I know Jake needs carriers? Who's Jake?
Exactly.
So if I'm a carrier and Odessa or Mannheim needs carriers, how in the world does anybody figure it out?
I know.
You just go to the load board and maybe get lucky, and maybe you don't.
It never gets talked about.
You don't want cars? Okay, if you're an auction, then you don't want cars. And you don't want people to come in, and you don't want brick and mortar. So now what are you going to do? Well, we're going to sell them off the dealer's lot. I don't know. Let me know how that works. Oh, Ty, we've already been doing it for the last 5 years, dummy.
That's why.
Well, how's it working?
Well, that's why when I see the pictures of the malls, remember the malls from the 80s and the 90s, and all the movies, and every movie was centered around a mall because malls is where life was, right?
Yeah.
Now those malls are giant Amazon warehouses. Not yet, but that's where it's going. So let's go to the auction. Auctions. That's where all the life is. That's where the people are. What's the physical auction look like in the science fiction future? What is it?
That's what we're trying to figure out.
That's what does it do? I don't know.
I keep coming back to, okay, I'm cool. You know, everybody always says, dude, you're going to have to change, man. Times change. I heard something on the radio the other day, like somewhere Civil War, Industrial War, I don't know. It changed the way we did life, right?
Right.
We changed to a different way. All right, don't get stuck in your ways. That's a bad idea, right? Okay, I'm willing to change, guys. Just show me what we're doing.
Which way is this thing headed?
I'm on board for change, guys. I really am. Just point me maybe in the right, at least that way.
Is there a TikTok video that I can watch?
I don't want, you know, and it really lines up good with what's going on in America, you know, right is wrong, wrong is right, up is down, down is up. I mean, what makes sense anymore? So why don't we just get used to not knowing what the heck we're doing, and hopefully it'll work?
Honestly, you know what? I wasn't having, I had a good meeting this morning, but aside from that, I've been feeling a little bit funky. But talking to you live about this, I feel better because, yeah, man, we're all just like, this is like that. This is Gilligan's Island before we're all on Gilligan's Island before they hit the island.
There you go.
Right?
Whoa.
Whoa.
So as a carrier, that's what I'm here. I'm here to talk about dealers' auctions. So I guess where I'm saying is if you can find an auction that opens the doors that's still cool, there's a great opportunity to network in there. A lot of guys need help, need carriers, need to know what they're doing, and they can tell you what they're doing. I mean, like I said, I've spent the last hour before the show started talking to these guys, and they're telling me it's hard. It's hard. I can't find cars. I can't go to auctions. Nothing's the way it used to be.
And here's what I'm going to share. Here's a link. Let's see, let's call this networking at the auction. Okay. And, let me spell that right. And I've just put the link to the video. that it's the video edit from what we did last week, right? What we did last week where you were talking about the auction. I'm telling you, your pro tip, it's like a 2-minute video, and in the last 30 seconds, you give your pro tip about where you stand and who you're looking at. Man, I love that. It's so awesome, and you can do that at a physical auction. You can still do that today.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you can get in the auction, like you said, you got to figure out how you get in the auction, though, right? How do you get in the auction?
How do you get in the auction? There's a lot of ways. You can go ask. That's always probably the best. I'm a transporter. I want to come into your auction. Is that cool? They may tell you no. Can't do that. They may ask you for money. I don't know. But it's usually better to tell them who you are before you just walk in and run around.
Because they got guards and, right?
Yeah, they got police. So if the next step is if that doesn't work, try to find a car dealer and go with him as a guest. If that doesn't work, go back over here. Come in the back way.
To the transporter.
Yeah.
Actually, go on Central Dispatch, book a load that gets you into the transport parking lot, and now you're there. And you're making money.
Right. So once you get in, there's dealers everywhere. You can still hear it in the background, right?
Yeah, it's awesome.
They're everywhere. And that's life. That's the key. That's life. That's people. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I just came from Odessa. They got seats. I took a picture. I should have sent it to you. They got about 12 chairs in the lane. The guys are spread out. It reminds me of Joe Biden's campaign rally. That's exact. This reminds me of Trump's rallies. Odessa reminds me of Biden. That's what. And I'm not trying to be political.
Right.
It's what it is.
It's funny.
Just look. I'm just saying. Look.
Yeah.
Trump rally. And then you got crickets over at Biden land.
And listen, and I just want to say this: I'm so in the middle, but I still think that's hilarious. So
no, it's not even being political. That's just watch on TV. I'll vote for Biden. I don't care. I'm just saying. Here, look. Look at the TV. What does it say?
If you'll just stay tuned, I'll vote for whoever you want. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's hilarious.
So anyway, point is auctions are still alive. These guys are running way more cars, I promise, than the other place across the street, down the road a minute.
Yeah.
Blowing them out of the water.
Wow.
Blowing them out.
That's wild.
Blowing them out.
And then and there's going to be reports about the numbers, and then they're going to see that, and they're going to think, what do we do? Right?
That's just what I don't understand. Okay, so I'm asking the guys, and they're dealers. All right, so you can't go to the auction anymore. Did they lower your sell fee or your buy fee?
Ooh.
No.
Ooh.
Okay, so they don't run the cars. You can't go there. You can only buy online, and they didn't lower the buy or sell fee.
Ooh.
I'm all about making profit, right? Capitalists. Right?
Right. That's right. We're
okay. I'm not here to change your business model. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just warning you. Watch out. Look behind me.
See, and you know what's cool? So, and while you're doing that, I keep talking about shipping cost to people, and they're like, well, yeah, I mean, it was like, I don't know, it's like $100. I'm like, that's not enough money to keep the guy that did the work, keep his head above water. Yeah, well, it was a good deal. All right. Do you realize that good deal you got is going to put the guy that did the work out of business over time? Do you see that?
Yeah, but that's capitalist. So is it the carriers? I mean, I'm not going to point the finger at the guy that got the good deal, right?
Oh, and listen, and I'm not right. Listen, a good deal is a good deal, but we are in this, we're in this time of awakening. I don't know, whatever we got. And, right? Aren't we, I don't know. I feel like we gotta, man, you said it. Listen, the selfie is the same, even though you're getting less of a service and experience. Why?
Yep. Why?
I've always said this about the Central Dispatch load board monthly fee for carriers. Why does it keep going up?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I really don't know. Lydia Avery, let's see. Lydia says, "Hi Avery, transport services here. Y'all are cracking me up comparing the rally stuff." So she liked the Trump Biden auction.
Comparison.
That's hilarious. And you know me, in my head I'm thinking of a meme. I'm like, let's see, how do I Photoshop Joe Biden into I gotta try to do that.
Oh man. So back to hauling cars.
Yeah. All right.
I guess all I'm trying to tell you is if you need some help, give me a call. I don't have the answers, but I'll do my best to take your money and lead you in the wrong direction. Did he just say all that?
Dude, that's hilarious. 417-483-2764. Put Ty's number in the live chat. We're going to go in a minute. We're only going to keep you for another minute. William Nickel said, let's go. Bill Nickel. Let's see. Monday night is
Monday night roundtable.
Monday night's the roundtable. Cars on the Move monthly roundtable, and this is not. I mean, I'm plugging it because I love talking about it, and I'll go ahead and put the link if you want to sign up. But we have. I mean, it's full. I don't know how many people we'll have, but it's going to be more than last time. I've seen because it's cool how Ryan set up the messages. We get the messages when people sign up. And people have been signing up, and it's going to be cool. And we don't need a big crowd because everybody gets a chance to talk. And you can talk if you want. You don't have to. And if you want to talk, you can share good news. You can ask questions. You can say, this last week blew. I tried to get in the auction. I got kicked out. What do I do? All that stuff.
Well, for example, like Josh Thornton. Remember Josh?
He's awesome, man. Oh, you get to hear people talk. It's motivating.
Oh, huge. Well, Josh, I'm going to try to get Josh on because he's got a great story that is just awesome. So we'll try to have him in there and talk. But that's the fun part. You get to hear the wins and the losses, right? And you get to learn from them, from other guys that are really doing the same thing you're doing. So it's pretty cool.
And it's neat.
We're always talking about different ways to go get customers. That's kind of the main point. But at the same time, it's a safe place to come and talk about what you're doing.
You know what's really interesting as you're just describing that? Our roundtable might be the kind of technology of the future where you can build business even though you can't stand next to people. Maybe.
Well, what I was thinking about was if we could figure out a way for me to have a hot mic and Wi-Fi all the time, just go to these auctions live. There's your virtual relationship.
I'm in. That'd be awesome.
So the dude that's so whether it's Ty or whoever, you go across the United States, you got people at live auctions with live people. Hey, it's really happening. Talking to them. Because that's the thing. I mean, that's half the guys in there I've known for over 15 years.
Wow.
I haven't seen him in a couple of years. I've been busy, right? So we're getting caught up and we're talking. What's going on? How's it going? What are you doing? What are you seeing? How do you feel? Yeah. Well, my lot's down half, and I can't buy cars, and I'm keeping all my trades. Oh, that's why I haven't talked to you. Yeah, I haven't even been to an auction. I can't go. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Wow. And hey, I want to say this too. Trucking with Leak, talking about going around with a hot mic. I think we're seeing some of the people that go live regularly on YouTube are, they're creating that kind of virtual experience where you can, I don't know, I don't want to get all crazy and philosophical, but Trucking with Leak, he was live, or he shared a video this morning, and he was at an auction picking up cars, and the background looked like the backgrounds you have shown, big empty areas. Ty's got something. Ty's on a mission.
I think I might have found somebody.
Oh.
No.
He's trying to rope somebody in. Well, I'll tell you what.
He got away. I'm ready to roll.
Yeah, he got away. Well, dude, this was awesome. I never know what we're going to do. I love the way this show develops, unfolds. We're really on to something. And I mean that. I'm not just saying that. I can't believe that we get to be the guys that are in the middle of something new. Something's happening here.
Oh, yeah. Cars are coming, man.
Cars are still on the
Cars
move.
on the move.
Cars are on the move. Buddy, I'll see you Monday night. Maybe we'll catch up a little bit Monday afternoon before the roundtable. Either way, you know, we got it.
We got it.
We got
We're
it.
good, man.
It's Monday night,
Thanks,
Monday night, 7 p.m. Central Time.
Yep.
Okay, man. I'll see you
7 p.m.
there.
Central. You'll be good.
A
Thanks.
90-minute meeting. Thanks, man. Talk to you later. Have a good
right,
weekend.
bye.
Stay safe. Okay.
You
Peace
too,
out.
bye.
Okay, bye. Oh, man. That's it. That's Ty. He's live at in Tulsa. Live in Tulsa at the Z66 auto auction. Let's check in with the live chat. Not a lot happening in the live chat. You know, I never worry about that because when I've noticed this, when there's something kind of interesting and different happening, the chat gets really quiet because, you know, like, wow, what are we doing? It's that Gilligan's Island effect. What's going on? Well, cars are on the move. That's what's going on. So, we appreciate you tuning in. Thank you guys so much. I know I go live several times a week. Maybe it can be a lot, and you don't see every stream. Maybe you tune into some, one here or there. Maybe you catch all of them. Tuesday nights live. Experts, interviews, advertisers. That's at 8 o'clock Central Time. Wednesday afternoons on autoconversion.net with Ryan. That's at 2 o'clock. Automotive headlines and panels. Thursdays at noon, Dispatching Live. That's me and Sue doing load board search advice. And Fridays at noon, Cars on the Move, me and Ty, connecting dealers, auctions, and carriers. They're all live shows because, for me, live is the way to go. It's here and then it's gone. Video editing, man, gets me down. Actually, I'm trying to should be releasing a video today, but post-production just takes a lot more time, so going live. Plus, it's interactive, and, you know, we're alive. That's why we go live. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you have a safe weekend, and I think it's going to warm up a little bit, maybe, over the weekend. And here, let me say this, for folks out in the West affected by the fires, a lot of people are displaced right now, and that's tough. That is really hard, you know, getting a, notice that you got to pack up and get out of your house in a few hours. So I hope folks are staying safe and they can return to their homes soon. I hope so. And also, today, obviously, is September 11th. And, we see on social media photos and reminders. And I remember that day. I'm sure, anybody listening remembers that day. And God bless America. Absolutely. Thank you guys so much. And I'll talk to you next week. Take care.